Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's your humble Sergeant Major. Oh, wait, this is the... All right, everybody, it's your humble Sergeant Major. We're out here in the Grizzly Army. We're going to learn a little history here. I got Captain Phil Walters here. He's going to teach us what's going on.
Hi, I'm from the Judah P. Benjamin Camp, Sons of Confederate Veterans, 2210. I just want to make a few comments here. We were heavily involved in putting this monument up. This park has a long history of desecrating the good name of our veterans past. They seem to only care about the veterans of today, which is fine. We need to take care of those guys. But you cannot have a country and a constitutional republic when you do not know your history or honor your entire history, including our former veterans. This park, this monument is not the monument that many of us came together, donated thousands of volunteer hours to put together. It's a rewrite, it's a woke monument. It's very bland compared to what we had. And it's very sad that we just can't go and honor our veterans and our history and heritage. If you do not know your history, you're bound to repeat it. And the entire history of this war between the states, apparently many people today do not want to read it. The U.S. government did not fight a war to free slaves. That is an absolute lie. It's a cover-up for a war of invasion. It was a war to conquer people. It's a war of money. All wars everywhere. The human race does not fight wars for moral good. They fight wars for money. Look at the money, read your history, read the U.S. Constitution, and read why the states actually left the Union.
Roger that.
I say, when the other side says, well, your ancestors were traitors, I ask, why then did the states, after they were seceded and invaded and conquered, did they have to be re-entered into the Union by an act of Congress? Why is that? If they didn't leave, it's like if somebody steals your property, it's still your property. It's recovered, it's returned to you.
That's right, friends. You better listen up.
If the states had to come back in and be approved by Congress, why is that? Because they legally seceded. The chairman of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice Salmon P. Chase, in a letter to President Johnson, when Johnson was being impeached, said, hey, I need to do something. Maybe I can hang some of these Confederates. The chairman of the Supreme Court said, the only problem is you would have to try them. And to try any of the Confederates, and especially Jefferson Davis, who's in prison, who's a former U.S. Senator, former Secretary of war veteran himself, Mexican War hero,
outstanding
is demanding a trial. And Chairman Salmon said, Chase, the problem is to give them any kind of fair trial, you will never get a conviction for what they did for treason, because what they did technically is not treason. Is allowable under the U.S. Constitution. So most of what you've been fed on the war between the states is a lie. And until we get all of our history back, good, bad, ugly.
That's right, friends.
And understand it and discuss it factually, not on the woke side where it's only what makes you feel good, we're not going to change this country back to the constitutional republic that we had and are quickly losing.
That's right. Now look, friends, you know I'm a DEI crusader. My job is to remove DEI. We're going to get the right monument that should have been here. So look, friends,